Hi everybody, my name is Michelle Lagrande. I have my associate's degree in education, but my future goal is to have my bachelor's degree this year for the fall of 2024. The topic that I chose was CyberSex and Compulsivity. The reason why I chose CyberSex is because I thought it was a very interesting topic that many people don't realize that this affects the internet and the people around them. It can become an addiction. Um, CyberSex is everywhere. It's on our phones, it's on our internet, it's through gaming systems, it's through chat rooms. Compulsively is a word used for somebody who needs the fiend of being on the internet 24/7, 7 days out of the week, 365 days out the year. It gives them excitement, it gives them thrill, it gives them ability to wanting to share files and photos and videos and sounds that they can't share to the real world. Important facts and information. There are 7 types of technology and sex online that can be used. The first one is World Wide Web. This is how Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer can gain access to using chats, video game streaming, and much more. The second use of sex is newsgroup. Newsgroup is where you can share texts, photos, links, sounds, and much more through the internet. The third use of internet sex are very common, which are chat rooms. This CyberSex is used in ways that create rooms to send files, photos, spirits of people in the chat room can use instant messages like Yahoo and instant messengers, which is AMI. Part 2 of the important facts and informations are the peer-to-peer file sharing. This is where softwares can be shared through streams such as pornography, imaging, videos, and software to other people. Social networking sites are common in the cybersex. It allows individuals to create groups for online friends whom they can pass through messages, chats, send photos and videos, and much more. And this goes to their friends. So it's like a chain cycle of just sharing in general. Mobile internet access is the use of cell phones and smartphones on devices that has a camera, which can record, take photos, and can be linked to the dark web. One of the most common types of cybersex is online gaming. Most older adults will try to use PlayStation, Xbox 360, any type of gaming that has online access to increase the chances for them to talk to minors and allow them to try to persuade that minor to do on-site sexual activities. The psychology of the internet. In my last 2 previous slides where I mentioned different types of uses of cybersex and how it's used in the world of internet. These 2 slides I'm going to talk about are the types of ways that psychology of the internet can affect the cyber world for sex. You don't know me, you can't see me. This is common for those that, because they're behind the camera, they're behind the network, you can't see them. You can't know who they are, so they feel like they have upper advantage of exploring and experimenting on sexuality beyond comforts in the real world. The second one is see you later. This concept is where people can use their computers and they can log off the computer, they can turn off the chats, so you will see them later on. The third Part two of the psychology of the internet is It's All in My Head is Just a Game. This is where the person who's addicted to cybersex has a blurred line from reality to their fantasies. They feel like, okay, well, it's in my head, it's just a game, I'm not gonna take it outside into the real world. The fourth one is We're Equal. We're Equal is where a lot of the times people that have wealth and have different genders, they seem to feel like, oh, because I have status, it's okay for me to be in the world of cybersex. But they don't realize that because you have status and you have wealth, you can still be prosecuted in sense of the use of cybersex in the wrong way. One way that someone who has a cybersex addiction can be recognized is if they do a series of questionnaires. For example, it can have as many questions, and they will check off if it's true or false. And then that data gets collected and input into the system to see how far their cybersex addiction really is and what kind of treatment can be used based off of that data. How does cybersex have a understanding in human services and substance abuse? Well, for one, as a human service, we are to help provide and guide our clients to the right path on cybersex, meaning we are going to help find resources, help them understand why and what or where this compulsive order come from, meaning like, was it a history in your past, or did something trigger it? As substance abuse, it's known as an addiction. A lot of people don't think it's an addiction, but it really is. If you spend hours on end sharing files and photos to people on the internet in chat rooms, you don't realize that you're causing a chain of reaction from point A to point Z. It's not healthy, and as an addiction, you crave it more. You have a fiend for it, and then it stops, and then it comes back. So, as a human services, we are to help guide those who have a cyber addiction onto the right path. Sources that are used for cybersex are the Canary Counseling and Family Services, and Sonon, which is a 12-step program supporting for family and friends of sexual addiction. Conclusion. In conclusion, cybersex is a major problem that needs to be dealt with. We have the sources to help benefit those that have a cybersex addiction, who need the fiend to be on the internet 24/7, 365 days out of the year, and we need to find ways to help control that. One of the key factors is the data and tests that we can use to source out the problems of why somebody has an addiction to the internet, especially cybersex. We can use different resources, our hotlines, we can use counseling, we can do 12-step programs that would help those who have the fiend to be on the internet for the wrong reasons, guide them to the right reasons. This concludes the PowerPoint that I have presented to you guys. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you learned something out of my PowerPoint. Have a great day.